Guys, surprisingly, we have a new legendary meta, Acosta Bluescreen combo. Yes, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard. Acosta and Bluescreen absolutely melts legendary enemies. I'm in solo mode, melting whole wave easily, and I have only one weapon damage core attribute, only one, and I have melted whole wave without breaking a sweat with a skill build. Kinda skill build with DPS option. That's absolutely insane. Even with all the annoying modifiers and directives in the game, you gonna clap booty cheeks like there is no tomorrow. And I know that you love clap some juicy fat booty cheeks. So as usual, welcome to the Insanity. Uncle Butcher in the building as usual, covering Division 2 basically daily. To make my life easier, definitely hit that like, smash that sub, welcome to the family. I'm trying to give you best PvP, PvE builds. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Anyway, I think this build will surprise you. A, because we are using Bluescreen. B, because we are using Acosta exotic backpack, and not a lot of players are using this backpack, but actually we are smashing through legendary difficulty, and I was really surprised how everything works really well together in this setup. We have crowd control, we have DPS, we have survivability, and we have team buffs as well, but you can easily switch some things here and there to fit your playstyle more. For example, you can turn specialization for technician if you want, or even gunner. But before we get to my build guide, quick word with the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. If you will use my promo code RBDIV or RBDIA, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all services. Amazing deal, especially even right now. They have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator. But now let's get back to this Acosta backpack, and I'm playing with all the modifiers on. If you want your life really easy, you can turn off modifiers. It's not giving you any benefit whatsoever, just to test your build and add additional layer of difficulty. Besides that, I can't see any real reason to use modifiers, because sometimes if Changa will be fat as fuck, you can be stuck with poor build, and those modifiers which are dealing damage to you when you are dealing damage to enemies as well can be annoying if you don't have sustained survivability option with armor on kill or protection from elites or armor regen, you name it. So definitely you need good build to melt legendary strong. And like I said, this build is surprise of the year #1 for me for sure. Acosta backpack and Bluescreen combo is build that I never thought would work, but hear me out. First of all, we have survival specialization fire grenades which will apply status effect. That will trigger Acosta backpack talent. We will receive overcharge. With TDI pistol with future perfection talent, we can gain additional overcharge as well. So if you manage your timing properly, you can make your skills absolutely unstoppable. Bluescreen exotic LMG as well will apply stacks on your enemies and will apply status effects as well. And status affected enemies will receive more incoming damage from survival specialization itself. We have additional protection from elites. We have almost 50% protection from elites in this build, and that's quite a bit. Guys, trust me, you will notice immediately that your survivability will increase. So fire grenades will increase your crowd control and DPS output instantly. Next thing, you're gonna stack your Bluescreen exotic LMG, which will deal nice damage, and again you're gonna apply status effects on your enemies like you see right now on your screens, and your skills will deal more damage, and when you will be behind the cover you will receive weapon damage and skill damage, and actually not only you but your teammates as well. This build is pure machine, and when you're gonna throw your grenade, you will trigger ACOSTA backpack, so your skills will deal even more damage when you are using your fire grenades. Everything works really well together. You apply status effect with your grenade, you are proccing your overcharge talent or your ACOSTA backpack talent. Status affected enemies will receive more incoming damage from your survival specialization, and since you are behind the cover, you are gaining weapon damage and skill damage. Although you could replace Overwatch talent with kinetic momentum. Kinetic momentum would give you nice skill damage buff, or glass cannon. If you want maximum possible DPS output, you could roll or use glass cannon talent or even perfect glass cannon talent for amplified 30% damage buff, and that's kind of crazy. So for the gear itself, we are using 2 pieces from Empress International, although I would rather use 3 pieces from Empress International than Wyvern Holster. Wyvern Holster will give us only 8% skill damage, but 3-piece brand set bonus from Empress International would give us 8% skill efficiency, which will include things like skill damage, skill haste. So definitely I would go for that option. For chest piece, you could go, like I said, for kinetic momentum or glass cannon talent. But for me, Overwatch works really well, especially if you will be behind the cover, but glass cannon would give you more damage. In mod slots, of course, I would recommend you to use protection from elite mods. That's the reason why we are reaching almost 50% protection from elites. Next thing, for minor attributes, you are looking for skill damage and armor regen. Skill damage, armor regen, or maybe skill damage and some crit chance, but armor regen, skill damage would be the way to go. ACOSTA backpack will work really well with survival specialization because we will gain additional grenades. We have some status effect damage buff, again that will work really well with Bluescreen exotic LMG. We are applying damage non-stop to our enemies, we are crowd controlling them, our skills are dealing shit ton of damage, and I think this build with glass cannon could be absolutely nasty. Just look at this. Since our Bluescreen exotic LMG has 200 bullets, we can spray and pray and suppress enemies really easily and make sure that they are sitting behind the cover. Look how easy this build rolls. And this is like skill build, but I'm playing like with DPS build. I'm getting out of cover, I'm dealing damage, I'm not afraid from anything with this build. For knee pads, gloves, typical bad boys. Petros named gloves with damage to armor attribute, and Fox spray and knee pads, named knee pads with damage out of cover attribute, and second minor attribute will be everywhere skill damage. This build is absolutely DPS machine. We have best DPS options like these 2 named pieces, gloves and knee pads. Wyvern Holster I would replace with Empress International. ACOSTA backpack is absolutely nasty in this combo. Pistol will give us 6 skill tier, and Future Perfection will give us another source of overcharge. Our skills will be unstoppable. We will be a machine, baby. And if you love what you see, hit that like, smash that sub, welcome to the family, and see you in the next one. Bye.